Good morning to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss an important poem by Shiv.K.Kumar, Indian Women. The poem Indian Women by Shiv.K.Kumar deals with endless story of sufferings of women by Indian subcontinent. The highly structured patriarchal society evolved in India through its long history of political and historical upheavals, in which women are the most oppressed and exploited a lot. In this triple baked continent, women don't etch angry brows on mud walls. In such distressed condition, women practice their infinite patience in their lives while they go through triple baked sufferings at the hands of sun, sex, and poverty. The harsh sun makes them to trek long distance to fetch water. In this process, she is baked like a pitcher in the hot sun. In her conjugal duties, she is the most exploited in terms of sex, as she is only letting her man to extort his love from her. Thirdly, women are the worst sufferers from the excruciating poverty of her family. They do not etch their angry brows on the mud walls because within their homes their status remains so insignificant. Their emotions are completely neglected. Within the mud walls of their homes, they are passive receivers of male love and anger without their participation. Mud walls indicate the existing poverty, a condition which does not affect the women alone, all but all members of the household. But men can etch their eyebrows on the mud walls. Women cannot. Patiently, they sit like empty pictures on the mouth of village well, pleating hope in each braid of their Mississippi long hair, looking deep into the water's mirror for the moisture in their eyes. The beautiful image evokes the typical Indian village woman who spends much of her time like an empty pitcher in the mouth of the village well. It is a duty of women to fetch the required amount of water for the domestic purpose by trekking long distance. She sits on the mouth of the village well like an empty pitcher waiting for her return to collect the water. But water is just a trickle, not so deep, and to read her reflection with tears in her eyes. Even in this hopeless distress, they plead hope in each braid of their Mississippi long hair, guarding their tattooed thighs, waiting for their men's return, till even the shadows roll up in their contours and are gone beyond the hills. Their tattooed thighs of women refers probably the names of their men. Husbands' names are tattooed to indicate the ownership of their femininity. The female has only the duty to preserve her chastity for her of her femaleness by guarding their thighs against possible intruders. The guarding of her chastity is done not for herself, but the man whose name is tattooed on her thighs. She waits for her man's return, who has gone beyond the hills. It is now dusk, and all women have already left the well for their homes. The shadows have vanished, and the sun has sunk beneath hills. But the woman is still waiting for the return of her spouse. Hence, patience is the virtue for the most cherished women in India. So Shiv.K. Kumar has beautifully picturizes the women of India with lots of images. So how women are treated in India before and after. So their tattooed thighs and their unwillingness to sit and work in the home. So everything reflects the female, the idea that female has in her mind. She used to think about her family, the role that she leads in the family, and also always thinks about the male, male gender. So, who always lives for others. Female is portrayed as a gender which always sacrifices, lives for others, work for others, and dies for others. The sacrifices of women are not praised or recognized in the patriarchal society of the community. So Shiv.K. Kumar has beautifully picturized the women, Indian women, from his point of view.